Sure are a lot of snakes in Texas. Why? The woods and the bayous and the lakes provide a perfect home for those slithering creatures. Some are even poisonous and dangerous. Well, Mama and Daddy warned us about the corn snakes and the rattlesnakes and the water moccasins living in the corn shed, the wood pile, and the ponds where we play. Sometimes, even under the front porch. All right now, you kids. You mind them water moccasins while swimming, you hear? My mama knew better than to keep us out of Lake Houston on a hot summer day. But she did warn us about the indigenous dangers lurking in the water. Oh, at first, we'd swim slowly, our eyes watching for the black serpent's head, slithering ripples as a cottonmouth made its way across the surface. Well, eventually we gave up our guard, and we gauged how fast could we outswim that demon to shore. Mama, look what Casey caught! My cousin runs up, holding a dead, dripping moccasin hanging from a pine stick. Its ebony, sagging body looped over the branch, and tail extended towards earth formed a perfect question mark. What the hell do you think you're doing? Screamed my mama. Put that down now! But it's dead! I don't care. I said, put that down now! My mama wasn't about to let us make friends with the wicked wiles of a water witch. One summer, I found a small garden snake. I named him Henry. I kept Henry in my empty marble jar. I cut a small slit in the tin lid so Henry could breathe. I fed him bits of grass and flies, and there he lived. Once in a while, I'd open the lid and I'd take Henry out. And I'd feel his slick, smooth skin, cool like glass, slide between my fingers. This was my first pet. Well, one summer, when we went on vacation, I had to leave Henry behind with Eddie.
Marble King.
Now, Eddie, don't you take him out. Feed him only a few flies. Do not overfeed him. I really didn't want to leave Henry with Eddie. I should have listened to my gut. When I came home, Eddie gave me an empty jar.
Yeah.
Eddie sure was getting good at emptying my marble jar.
Dear Horny Toad,
your soft as dust skin blended with the side of the road. A pliable will when we flipped you over. Rub their tummies and they'll fall asleep. We all knew this. A trick to confuse and seduce us. A pool of soft scales. Rode in the palms of our hands. Toad creatures. Not lizard. Not frog. Not hurtful horns. You waited at it as if thumbing a ride beside our dust-pressed driveway. We always knew where we could catch you for a rub and a snooze. Horny toad, sleepy song.
Some people think if you like snakes, then you'll love lizards. Not so. Lizards have wicked, sinister, almost devilish personalities. Oh yeah, they look small and vulnerable. But you pick one up on a hot summer day when that lizard doesn't want to be bothered and watch your fingers lose a little bit of skin. They got tiny, sharp teeth that saw into your skin and fail to let loose. Oh, yeah. You can chase them up and down around the house. They skitter behind jars, under doors, into your shoes, and up the wall. Those rose bellies have hissing, snarling, rearing little dragon heads as if to warn you, I'm not in the mood. Well, my sentiments exactly.
Well, I remember snake lizards, snakes with legs, grass slitherers, log sleepers. One, 3 feet long, confronted mother in her pink kitchen, rasping its long tail over speckle linoleum. I saw you calculate your chances. You lost, you long and fearful one, rattling your toes out the old screen door, guided by the broom. Whoa. Every heart pounds at the memory of the beast in the kitchen.
Well, if you live in the South, you can't live there without seeing a lot of cockroaches.
Oh.
When we turned on the kitchen light at night, I swear, 1,000. 100,000 of those brown tailcoats ran for cover. Yeah, and when the exterminator came to snake out those critters, I'd watch them spray around the edges and the cracks of the walls, flushing out millions of glossy coated cockroaches. Now I watched those winged critters run out and up my daddy's pant leg. Oh, I screamed and jumped on the nearest chair while my daddy just stood there shaking out his pant leg. I swear, he was the bravest man I've ever seen.
Well, you haven't lived till you've stood all day in one place, cutting rotten little apricots in half with your very sharp curved blade, dripping in stickiness, while the oppressive heat can't even part that curtain of gnats. dozens, hundreds of which make kamikaze dives into your earwax while your rotten apricot poultice fingers go in for the kill, trying to dig those daredevil stingrays out before they get farther than the anteroom of your ear. For if you missed, those fearless night flyers would survive and sing long and deep in your canal. Survive, even as you're sure you're spitting those same gnats out with the pits. The next day. So, pitting apricots was really fun. At least we stood in the shade.
Well, grasshopper.
Yuck!
When we went to the farm, 1 billion brown grasshoppers ate up all the dry grasses and fields. To do my chores, I had to walk through a zillion, a trillion tobacco-spitting grasshoppers. They could cover your body in an instant. Ooh, yuck. But walking to the pond, I'd swap my way through those zillions of grasshoppers, foraging a path just so I could breathe. Without a bug in my mouth. Each step I heard the crunch and the crackle as my sandal took out a small regiment. Sometimes I'd ride to the pond on the back of Pawpaw's truck, and a big brown hopper would try to hitch a ride. I don't think so. Got that booger kid. How can anybody love a bug whose eyes are more than half the size of their head? They're nasty, juice-spitting critters. They swirl saliva around in their mouth and eject it onto your clean shirt and shoes. They're quick and jittery, changing course and height, land on your head, in your hair, down your shirt. And there they twitch and squirm, giving you an almost unforgettable sensation that lasts until bedtime bath. They are nasty, juice-spit critters. And how can anybody really love them? Their eyes as big as their head. And on close inspection, have spiny legs like mutated lobsters. Ooh, reptiliadius?